You ready? Howdy!
Welcome to the Hall of the Guildmasters.
How complicated do you think DMing actually is?
I mean, it's kind of a loaded question, but I mean...
In the simplest form, like if you wanted to do a one-shot just to test your abilities, I mean, obviously you're going to have mistakes, and we all make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so simple. I mean, it was so daunting when I first did my one-shot, but everybody liked it, and I thought it was actually crap, but everybody liked it.
It was fun. I mean, I set him up too. I was like, because he was like, I don't know if I want to. I was like, all right, because whoever was supposed to do it didn't show up that night, and so I was like, all right, here, we'll whip up characters. You want to, the 15 minutes from now, you want to start a game? And you were like,
okay.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, you literally narrate a story, and they want to play in it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, the rolling is just an added feature.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun because you either fail hard or you win hard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which is awesome either way.
Just say, if you want to get into it and you're like, all right, I've got no idea about any, like, if you go to the Wizards of the Coast website, they have pre-generated character sheets. Like, you Google character sheets, click on their website, you can grab pre-generated level 1, level 3 character sheets, or if you don't want to, like, if you've never played, your friends have never played, and you're like, all right, because that's how I first played. It was like, all right, here's an archer, here's a wizard, and here's a whatever, I think they were both fighters, but one had a bow and one had a sword, and it was like, all right, pick one. It was like, all right, and I mean, honestly, you don't even need all of the dice, too. You just have a D20, and just
to start.
Roll with it. You don't need to really know much about any of the rules. It's literally just come up with a cool story. Make it simple. Make it like, all right, figure out where they're going to start, how the characters are going to kind of meet each other. You can make it kind of fun. Maybe they already know each other. Makes that easy. And then it's like, all right, you're getting paid to go clear out this cave.
Yeah.
And there's like a troll with a big sword on the inside. That's like, he's like the main boss. And there's some other,
Yeah, let them run wild. If they ask a simple question, hey, can I add something to my attack? Sure. What do you want to do?
Right.
Well, I want to light my sword on fire. Okay.
Sure, yeah, like don't, especially if you're doing your first one shot, which all that means is like, it's just a standalone, a campaign's normally like, you're gonna meet several times before the whole story arc completes, whereas a one shot's just like, alright, we're gonna do a story now, and it could be like by itself, its own thing, but
you may die, you may not.
Yeah, and if a player asks you, can I do something, I mean, don't be like, I don't know, let me look it up, just roll with it. Like, honestly, that's the fun of game, especially running the game. Because you come up with cool, area, and then the players are like, oh, can I do this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I never thought of, yeah.
I think the biggest part of DMing your first time is not stopping after you do that.
Yes.
Because, I mean, a lot of the times you're, like, nervous that nobody had a good time in your session, or some things could have been done differently that you would have liked to, and it's just bothering you. Don't let it stop you from doing it again. Because I don't know about you, the first time I wrote a paper, I don't know, when I was in first grade, I don't think it was as good as the last time I wrote a paper when I was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
So
you're only going to get better.
You're only going to get better.
Yeah.
And if you don't, that's probably...
And if you're not sure...
it's probably your fault.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
If you're not sure, too, like, after the game's over, you're kind of, like, packing your stuff, like, ask your friends, okay, so what'd you think?
Yeah.
Like, their feedback is going to be great, and too, because a lot of times you're going to have, this is the biggest thing for me when I started DMing was kind of realizing the fact that, okay, it's like I'm writing a story, but like, it's with other people. And I remember reading online, someone was like, oh, I wish I could play, D&D, but like, I could only play by myself. And then someone else was like, that's called writing a book.
Yeah.
But the big thing is like, all right, create an area and like kind of objectives, kind of like a video game, like these are the missions, but like allow your players the freedom to do their own thing and don't get upset when if the players stray from the path you want them to take or the path you were thinking they were going to take. Just facilitate it. Like you just be like, all right, this is what's going on here, and like give them some guidance. Like if you're, that's called plot hooks, and that's like, all right, you see a shady dude, at the market. And they might be like, all right, let's go talk to him. And some of them might be like, No, I don't care. Okay, then just go with it. You know, don't be like, oh, you gotta talk to that guy. You know, don't.
When I first ran my first session, I actually came up with a list of things that might be going on in the city at any given time, depending on what they were looking for.
Right.
You know, are they in the market? Are they looking around? Well, it looks like some bigger guy is shaking down a lady for money, or they're threatening a guy at a store and he's got money on him, or you see a very wealthy nobleman walking through town and nobody will make eye contact with him. You know, there's several things you can, just little things that the party will want to click to, and then you'll be able to all of a sudden expand what you can do inside your game. At the time of it going on, you're like, wait a minute, we can do so much. You know what I mean?
Just the scenario of the lady getting shook down and like getting burgled.
Yeah.
You know, that right there could be a whole story for the whole night.
Exactly.
You know, that happens and the group's like, oh, what? Let's go stop this guy and beat him up and steal his money, you know? And they go do that and then he gets away. Well, now they're on a chase and maybe they get the guard involved and now the king is like, oh, you should like, you know, the guard captain's like, help me do that. Or maybe you get there and they beat him up and then the guards come and they're like, oh, you were beating up the guy and you get arrested and thrown in jail. And you're like, what the heck? And now your players are like, we want to kill this corrupt whatever. Screw this guy. That's great. They've got motivation to do a thing and just roll with it. You know, like there's so many ways you could just take something simple and
Yeah, I mean, and that's just the lady getting shaken down.
Yeah. And that could be the whole first session might end up like you'll lose track of time. It's like, I call it Minecraft time where you start mining and like 5 hours passes in the span of 5 minutes. You know, like but like you'll lose track of time because you'll be like, all right, they're like investigating and they're trying to find out information. All of a sudden it's like, oh geez, it's 1 a.m. You know?
Yeah. All too many times, 1 a.m.
Oh jeez, 5 a.m.
Don't be afraid to throw like a wild hook in there too.
Yeah.
If you got a crazy idea and you think it would play off really well, make them look or roll a perception and be like, well, you just saw a dude like
playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Maybe someone realized that was a nobleman and he's a hooded figure. Like you noticed a ring or something and he's sneaking away or...
Yeah, and maybe they're like, oh, let's go, like, what's up with this guy? Why is he shady? Or maybe they're like, ooh, a ring. I want to steal it. You know? Either way.
And if you don't think your hook's going to be spicy, try it anyway.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, you get an idea, especially... You'll have so many ideas while you're playing the game. Like, you're going to be like, I don't know what to prepare for. I don't know all this. Literally just be like, all right, here's a couple objectives. There's in a city. Come up with a name, like 5 names for people. So when a player's like, oh, thanks for helping us, guard. And you're like, that's all right. My name's Moshaka or something. You know, they just roll with, just come up with something. And they're going to be like, ha, he's got a funny name. And then, you know, just, yeah.
Yeah, it's simple to come up with a good idea. Maybe you don't think it's good. Throw it in there anyways.
Yeah.
If they don't catch it, don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe most of your party's evil. So throw a nice guy in there.
Yeah.
See how well they react.
Yeah. Oh yeah, seriously, yeah.
And most TV shows end on a hook or a huge question.
Oh yeah, yes.
And it just makes them want to come back and be like, all right, I want to find this out now.
Yeah, I want to play more. Yeah, cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's times too when I'm like getting ready for a session, you know, our monk session, there was a session where I was like, I don't know, that was when you guys had like rescued the druid, but you were also like, just came back from hell, and I'm like, I don't know which direction you guys want to go, I don't know what to prepare for. I'm like, I didn't prepare anything. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get in character and see how the character acts. And then figure out from there.
Yeah.
And we did, and it ended up being a fun session, I thought. Yeah. So, yeah. That good?
Yeah.